This is Mission Control Houston. The Expedition 30 crew on board the International Space Station is wrapping up a long weekend off duty in observance of the Russian Christmas holidays. Each of the crew members has had some exercise sessions scheduled for the day today, as well as some experiment operations. But for the most part, they have been taking it easy throughout the entire weekend. On Monday, each of the crew members had their exercise sessions on the Advanced Resistive Exercise device downlinked for review by specialists on the ground in order to verify that the crew members are performing the exercise properly and to evaluate the performance of the equipment. All of the crew members, that is, except Oleg Kononenko, he will have his ARED session downlinked on Tuesday. On Monday, Commander Dan Burbank had time for an amateur radio talk with a group of high school students who are at their school, which is just outside of Paris, while the Russian crew members, Kononenko, and flight engineers Anatoly Ivanishin and Anton Shkaplerov, provided video for a Russian television program, an educational program, which is known as Science 2.0. After the crew members had lunch, Burbank performed maintenance on that advanced resistive exercise device, greasing the rails to make sure that it would continue to operate smoothly and prevent any damage to the hardware. And after that, he moved on to a reconfiguration of the lab power router, which had yet to been returned to its normal arrangement since having been prepared for operations after a possible decrewing of the station late last year. Now that power router is back in the proper configuration for backing up, or for allowing the robotics workstation to be used as a backup in operations during the first demonstration flight of the Dragon, the commercial cargo vehicle, which remains targeted for a launch to the International Space Station next month. The command and control computers on board the station were reconfigured in order to prepare for another power system reconfiguration that is coming on Tuesday. On Tuesday, the crew members will remove a power jumper that was installed to allow for continued ground control of the station if one of the main bus switching units failed while the station was it was operating without a crew on board. And of course, that never happened, and that configuration is no longer necessary. On Tuesday, the crew members looking forward to a full workday, which will include more human life sciences experiment operations, more video downlinked for the Russian TV science program. Crew members are still doing some handover operations, briefing the three newest crew members on station operations. Along with those additional power reconfigurations we mentioned, Flight engineer Andrei Kaupers has a weekly conference with ESA officials. He will also take time on Tuesday morning, just before 9 o'clock Houston time, for a conversation with the Prime Minister of the Netherlands.